foot. They'll try and run for it with Emmett. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And when you need the tough yards like they did there, it feels pretty good to turn around and hand it to Emmitt Smith,
who always ran with supreme confidence. He didn't care if you knew the play call. He didn't care if you knew he was going to get it. In fact, I think he liked the challenge of you knowing that and him still picking up first downs and big yardage.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll run it again with Smith. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Jackson. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Henry, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Dalton Kincaid, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 and about the 8-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time Their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin with Henry. And shedding through the tackle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
That ball is caught. It's Andre Reed. Touchdown, Broncos. Andre Reed, 29 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This taken in at the goal line. Pushes him aside at the 10. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Play action now, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. But 22 more yards there and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, Jackson. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid. Beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
18, go.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Trap 50.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
7 Pirates. Hurry.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And Jackson throwing once more. That's caught by Andre Reed. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here's Jackson to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
On the go.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7.
19 tight. On the ball.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. Here now, 3rd down.
Chapter 11. Dragon 60.
Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That ball caught. Hits the playmaker, Michael Irvin. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed